Guess who started crying?
It's that time of the video where we start yapping.
We had a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, a lot of thoughts. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's actually kind of early in the morning for us, and we are going to Starbucks. The only Starbucks on the island.
Yes, there's only one, and it happens to be within walking distance of where we're staying. So we're gonna go check it out. Why? Because we had a video in the Philippines about going to a very beautiful Starbucks, and lots of people had suggestions for other very beautiful Starbucks, both in the Philippines and also around the world. And so because we're back in the Philippines and we are in Boracay, we actually did get a couple comments of people suggesting that we go check out the Starbucks at Boracay.
We want to see, how does it compare? How similar is it? How different is it? How is it unique to this island, being that it's the only one? We have felt that this journey has been a parallel to the last time we were in the Philippines, because our big day trip to Tagaytay was a big deal for us, and this time coming to Boracay Island is also a big deal for us. So it kind of fits in the same theme of maybe not a day trip, but like a journey outside of Manila.
We know that there's way more to the Philippines than just Manila, so of course we're trying to do what we can to see those parts, and we even have ideas in the future to see other cities and other places and regions in the Philippines, because there's so much the Philippines offers in terms of geography and vibes and lifestyle. We are curious what this Starbucks has to offer here in Boracay, and it's this funny thing where it's like, it's not so much about Starbucks, but more just kind of like, because it's a recognizable global brand, it's like, okay, like how is this different in this area? Because growing up, we were used to just your run-of-the-mill regular Starbucks every other street. So it's kind of like, yeah, like the ones where it's different and it's catered to the region. We're very curious about what that can even look like.
Here we are on White Beach. We decided we were gonna walk along the beach towards Starbucks because there is a road that can take you there, but with such a beautiful beach, we wanted to maximize the amount of times we could walk along the water.
This is definitely our preferred way of walking from point A to point B, and honestly it was just super relaxing too, because it was still early morning time, so just a couple people out and you can hear the waves lapping very strongly. It's just a very calming environment to walk through.
Here we are approaching the Starbucks. From the outside, it looks like a pretty standard building, unmistakably Starbucks. And then once you get in, on the first floor is where you can order. There's the usual pastries and barista. They also had all of their merch, but the real magic happened on the second floor. So we got the dragon fruit with mango.
And we got the pink drink as well. It looks like our drink was made by Kyle the barista. Thank you, Kyle the barista.
Thank you, Kyle.
The fruit flavor is very tart here.
That's what we found, is that just because this different Starbucks serve the same drink, where are their ingredients from? Because that changes the flavor a little bit. It's very good. This view does not disappoint at all. We are loving it. With it being slightly elevated, you have a nice vantage point on the water and on the people down there. You can just sit and people watch, but it's air conditioned.
It is literally beachfront. Like, there is no extra walkway. It is just like the sand comes up to the entrance of the store.
To the point where you can see sand when you come in on the floor. I mean, they do kind of mop it up here and there, but so many people coming in and out. We tried coming early in the morning specifically to get a seat at the window because there's only so many. If you wanted to sit upstairs, you could, but it's uncovered, no AC.
I think this Starbucks is 3 floors. So there's the ground floor, the second floor that's covered, so that's where we are. And then there's a third floor, that's the rooftops. They have some like umbrella seats, but I don't think they were open. I think maybe you have to open them yourself if you're gonna sit there.
Full transparency, when we showed up, there actually weren't any seats available at the window, but we just sat for maybe a minute and then a couple people got up. If you're willing to wait, seats might open up. Reminder though, coming back to the Philippines, we remember now all of a sudden that you don't have to fuss your own tables, so people do leave their drinks, and if you're okay with dealing with that and just kind of pushing them out of the way, it's all good.
It's that time.
Guess who started crying?
It's that time of the video where we start yapping because we're emotional.
Seeing the old lady and the little kid, it's like seeing two parts of the same life.
And from where we're sitting, we are in the middle of both sides because the little kid is off to one side of our perspective, and then the old lady is off to the other side of our perspective. They are on the same beach, and so are we, but it just feels like this very interesting experience of perspective.
I feel really moved right now. And so what was coming to me, because I got hit with a pang of emotions, it's like, I have so much life left to live. You have so much life left to live. To be honest, even as we're in beautiful, beautiful places like this, we still experience a lot of self-doubt about if this is the right path for us and if we're doing the right thing, or like, what are we doing at all? So to have this reminder of like, there's so much life, seeing the little kid playing, we're like, oh my God, that's us as children enjoying the beauty of nature. And then seeing an old person still there, I'm like, it doesn't end. Just because you grow up doesn't mean that inner joy for life and for nature goes away.
The little kid it looks like they're obviously with maybe their parents, and it's kind of like the parents, being older than the kid, takes the kid to the beach and cares for them here, but the kid gets to have fun. Or in the flip, the lady, she's in a wheelchair by the way, so it's like I don't think she could have wheeled herself over to the beach by herself. And it's like someone younger than her, I think a family member, brought her here to take care of her, and she can still enjoy the beach in the wheelchair. It feels like waters like this feel very welcoming and reflect the beauty of life, that one can be here and enjoy the beach, can enjoy boracay, for example. It just feels like life happens here. I'm in the day of like Avatar, The Way of Water, where it's just like water is life.
The way of water has no beginning and no end. The ocean is around us and in us. We look out like this all the time. Sometimes we don't even notice it, but we get to witness these things because we show up at just the right moment. It's not just that the view is amazing, because it is amazing, but we also see a kid and an old person in the same view, with, like you said, us in the middle. If you ever want to have like a reflective moment in life, that'll do it.
What's interesting is that when we were looking at the kids' side, we were like, oh, did you have moments at the, so have, past tense, did you have moments having fun at the beach, running around in the sand and splashing in the water? It's like, yes, we did. And then looking at the old person side, I was saying, when I become an old person, I hope that I still can enjoy the beach and come up to the water and just take it all in. But it's like future tense. So us being in the middle, all we're living is our now moment, but kind of experiencing a little bit on top of each other via the people that we're seeing.
I don't know if you feel it too, but I feel very much like I don't want to give up. I want to keep growing. I want to see this out for as long as possible.
It's 444. The timestamp when we're recording, it said 444. So
a lot of times when we film these things, we don't know what we're gonna say. We don't know if we'll have anything to say, but we sit enough and we start feeling things. They just come to us.
It was hilarious because like we were just like, we'll come to Starbucks Boracay because it's like the only one here, and we'll just enjoy the view. And then we saw everything that we've been explaining. You were like, oh, I'm starting to cry, and I was like, all right, time to film. The beaches here at Boracay have been very special. There have been many unexpected things. Another one that that didn't happen today, but happened in a previous day, was that we saw a cat and a dog on the beach, and they were just so special, so cute, so gentle, so sweet. I brought up this stuff with the animals at the beach the other day because the person who seems to be the family member of the old person on the beach came over and had a dog with him this time. It just feels like the beach gives us a lot of opportunities to reflect and remind us that we are in the now moment.
Something that I'm reminded of here is the poem Rage Against the Dying of the Light. It's in a movie we love, Interstellar, and it's a Welsh poet, Dylan Thomas, who talks about resisting the inevitability of death by living with passion and fighting for life until the very end. And the line goes, do not go gentle into that good night, rage against the dying of the light. In this moment, it's not that I'm taking that necessarily literally, that, oh, you have to fight against death, but more so, don't give up. Don't give in to despair and fear, because in a way that can be a sort of death, a death of your hopes and dreams for a better life for yourself. We experience so much doubt on this journey, and that's okay. That's part of the process, but you don't want to give in to that. And that's what this also reminds us of. Your dreams are real, hopes are real, they don't have to die, and you don't have to die with them. You don't have to subject yourself to a life of settling. This is not really like us saying this to you, the viewer. It's more like us reminding us, talking out loud, and thought maybe if we share it that it might resonate with someone watching too.
Actually, the other night, I just saw like an influx of Silver Surfer videos. We saw the 2007 one. We haven't seen the newest one that's come out recently, but the whole thing with Silver Surfer is that he's just basically trying to find planets for this complicated villain to eat. And the only reason he's a Silver Surfer is because the guy that he's now finding planets for was going to eat his planet. And so he was like, no, to save my planet, I will leave and become the person for you that I find planets for you to eat. But he's like very lonely, and like in a way he kind of has amnesia about his choice, but he lives a life as if he doesn't have a choice. And then he comes to Earth, he meets the Fantastic Four through Mrs. Fantastic. He's reminded of who he loved back on his home planet, and he is reminded that, oh yes, I can have a choice, even with all the choices I've made up until now that have been complicated in morality and maybe against his nature or what he would have wanted for himself. You can still always choose different at any point. No matter what choices you've already made, you can still continue to choose different. Same goes for us in a sense. You know, while we're not necessarily finding planets to eat, it's like sometimes I think we have a lot of self-doubt. Sometimes we can give into self-doubt and make choices out of that. But even if we do, we can still always turn things around. Because Silver Surfer believe, no, like sometimes you can't always make a choice. And it's just like, no, you can. You really can. Even when it feels like you can't. Sometimes even if the other choice is harder, there's still always another choice.
I think a lot of us grow up feeling unworthy of a lot of things. Because of that feeling and fear, we end up making choices or not making choices that we regret and then feel like maybe we're irredeemable later in life, and that's not true at all. We're not really sure what we're doing still, but we are having fun, and in these moments it feels like confirmation that you are doing a good job, you guys.
With the whole scene right now of the child having fun on one side and then the old person also having fun on the other side, both sides still have so many choices left to make. It's not just like, oh, now that the person's old, there's not choices left to make. I'm like, no, there are still choices to make. Maybe if family members were like, oh, let's go to the beach, we'll take you there. Maybe the old person could be like, no, like, I'm too old for that. Like, you guys still have fun. You guys go on without me. No, all of them are here. Someone had to wheel her to the beachfront, and she's just there enjoying. And so are her family members. They're out running around, and then they come back and check on her, and then they run around again, and it's just like, it's all good.
As you guys are watching this footage, are you feeling any emotional response also? Seeing maybe parts of you in the kid having fun and the old woman watching the water? Because as we sit here, it feels like these are parts of us that are reflected back to us.
Because it's like, sure, maybe in linear time, we haven't yet experienced old age, but I look at the old person and I'm just like, yeah, that's nice. That's nice that you can still be at the water, listening to the waves, taking in the smells and the sounds and the scenery of it all, the feeling of it all, just as much as the little kid is too.
It's also in these moments that I think our love for people shows up strongly. Day to day, sometimes we can feel pretty disillusioned about how humanity treats itself, but there are moments like this where the love just feels so expansive. Seeing people just enjoy the water of all different ages. Some don't even go in the water, some just sit and watch, some are sailing on boats.
As far as like the beach goes, it's not even like, oh, it's a water park and there's like a bunch of rides. It's just the beach. But it's like there's so much you can experience here, whether, yeah, that is sailing, that is swimming, that is sitting in front of the waves or sitting away from the waves. It's like water. It is so emotional. You can just kind of be whoever you want to be.
Thank you to the people who did comment to check this Starbucks out. We like to think that this is also a bit of a co-creation, that the people who are watching also influence us with their comments and give us things to think about and consider as we continue stepping into the unknown.
I know, I'm having my own revelation moment as I'm just staring at these traditional Filipino boats. I'm seeing that right now the sails of the boats are down, so they're, they're rolled up because they're not out at sea. I think about wind. You don't actually see it on a day-to-day. You don't see wind, but you can see the wind's effect on things that aren't the wind. So like you can see it blowing in the trees or in grass. You can see sand blowing. You can even see like the waves being affected by the wind, but you don't actually see the wind. But it is this powerful force that moves so many things, even though you can't see it. And I think about like just the concept of people who make boats. We had ancestors who figured out how to make boats and make them more efficient by being like, there's this thing that kind of pushes many things and like affects many things even though we don't see it. So let's make a sail that can catch the power of the wind that we can't see, but we know it pushes us forward or pushes us to where we need to go with this boat. I feel like that's symbolic with just life, where it's like there are forces at hand that you cannot see but that push you forward and that influence your life, and you just know and trust that it's there. Ooh, like I'm just like, wow, the wind is even a teacher. I'm like, how can you forget wind as an element of the beach? It's like you have sand, you have water, you have the physical stuff, but there's also the wind.
the wind affects so many things here at the beach, and it's the one thing you can't see, but you just know it's there by the hints and things that are affected by it. It's amazing that we can relate wind as like kind of the invisible force, but I'm like, there are way more forces beyond wind that you can't see it, but it's there because things are being affected in your life. You can just trust that it's there.
I love that concept that it's ever present and it's propelling you forward, but you cannot see it. You feel it.
You feel it. Yeah.
Because it's not something that we can record and show you. We can just record the effects. Maybe in that way, we can't record and show what's propelling us forward in life, but you're seeing the effects that we're in a place like this on a whim.
The winds of change. I believe that these traditional Filipino boats are called bangka, skinny boats with long arms that kind of act as extra counterweight. It kind of reminds me of those water bugs. Our ancestors kind of look at these spider water bug creatures and they were like, let's make a boat that looks like that because it gets around pretty well on the water. It's like this understanding that nature is the best teacher in both how we live and then also how we do and create. That's kind of a lot of how our videos come together also. It's just kind of us kind of off camera initially just riffing off of each other. And it's like, oh, time to record this. Water can feel like it's emotion, and then wind is feeling. Without the wind, yes, the boats would still move, but probably not nearly as like smoothly or as far. You can have emotions, but it is also another experience to actually feel them.
Yeah.
Because you have to feel the wind. You can't touch it. You can't see it. You just have to feel it. Just like emotions. But it's like, you know, okay, me saying that water is like emotion. Yeah, you can see water. You can touch water, but it's more like symbolic. Having emotions means I feel them. It's like, no, a lot of us, myself included, you included, can struggle to actually feel our emotions. Like we can even intellectualize them. It's like, no, you have to feel it for it to move through you.
Ride the wave.
The sail, the trust in the wind that it is going to sail you across however you want to have your voyage.
Even though you can't see it, it's trust because you can't see the wind. So you have to trust that it's there and that it'll take you where you need to go.
I'm so glad we recorded this. Yeah.
But this is our riffing.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
This is kind of how we are 24/7. Sometimes we happen to record it. This is important stuff for us to remember and realize. And at the same time, we do think it's important and helpful to record it to share with you guys too.
Comment if you've ever had moments where you look back on something you said and you're like, I said that?
Yeah. We've had times in our lives where like we wouldn't feel our feelings. Well, mainly out of survival, really. Because it's just like, oh, it's like safer to not feel or express our feelings. But here on this channel, it's a safe space. You need a safe space to have feelings.
Open hearts.
So yes, we ended up being here about the same amount of time as we spent when we were in the Starbucks at Tagaytay. Thank you to those who suggested we come here. It is beautiful here too. The Starbucks facility itself, it's on the simpler side, but the view is still very amazing. A very worthwhile view.
If you're anything like us and you like to just sit and chill and watch water and people as the minutes tick by, we highly recommend this.
Okay, we had Coco Mama once before, but we decided to come to the beach. Coco Mama on the beach in front of the water. Today we decided to get it with mango. Going to have the original side with some mango. That's so good.
Oh my god, the mango's buttery. We didn't get the mango in the last video. Such a good call. Get the mango too because it is so smooth.
We're gonna have the pandan side also with mango. This is very delicious. Oh my god. The mango is fresh.
Mango with pandan. Delicious.
The reason we love Coco Mama is because it is the only ice cream we can eat. If you're here and it's not rainy, honestly, take Coco Mama to the beach. It's a really nice experience. Okay, we finished Coco Mama. Delicious as usual.
This is gonna be where we end this video. It was so much fun. We had a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, a lot of thoughts, a lot of symbolism. This island is beautiful.
We're happy to be here, and we're happy with what it's taught us in the short time that we're here.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos.
Yes.
Leave a comment. We'd love to see them. And again, they're the feedback that help us decide some of these things too.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.